Yeah, it's lips on the through like Gojira, high powered with the Raiders eye patch like Dr. Sarazawa. Right through the power lines, lighting up the tower. I get it in no matter what time of the hour. Grimy motherfuckers either ride or get devoured. They hating when I shine, so I like to keep them sour. Lighting up they bitches, keep them high off the sour. She ride me like she riding on a Sibian on Howard's.
What's up, folks? Back at you with another one. I took a little visit to the Tamashii Nation store in NYC. So make sure you check out my little video for that one. And I purchased two SH Monsterarts Godzilla figures that I'm going to be reviewing separately. But I just wanted to show you the bag that they come in before I get into the review. It's very nice. This review is going to be the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2019 Night Color Edition. And this is a Tamashii Nation store exclusive. I believe you can only get it in New York or California. And I've seen this figure get absolutely bashed and hated on all over the internet, all over YouTube. I've seen reviewers just trashing this figure. And as I'm watching all of these reviews and I'm listening to all of this hate, I'm liking the figure. I like what I see. I like the paint job. I like the look of it. I like the box. I like that it's a store exclusive. So I took a train ride over to NYC today and I grabbed one of these. And I also grabbed another one. But we'll get into that later. So let's go. You know, this one is, I'm going to tell you straight away, probably going to be a positive, good review of this figure. I'm not going along with everybody else because that's not how I feel about it. And I don't like to go along with the crowd anyway. Sometimes they're wrong. You know, sometimes, like I said in another video, one man's trash is another man's treasure. You know what I mean? Only you can decide whether or not you like a figure. It's all personal preference at the end of the day, no matter how much you like the reviewers you listen to. Don't listen to anybody else but yourself, your heart. Get this figure in your own hand and then make a decision. All right, let's get this out of the bag and check out the box. All right, so first off the bat, I love this box. How classy of a box is this? Boy, this really represents being a store exclusive very well. The box is very, very nice. It represents the Night Color Edition very nice. It's simple, but yet it has a very classy, classic look to it. And you have a picture of the figure here. Very nice. It's kind of dark, where you just see shades of the paint to represent the Night Color Edition. You have Tamashii Nation Store, SH Monsterarts, Bandai Namco. And then you have a beautiful pattern on the side here with all of the logos, which just looks really nice. That makes it look like a store exclusive even more. Looks like some Gucci or Fendi type stuff, you know? Excellent. And then a beautiful picture of the figure on the back. Awesome. Look at the color of this thing. How could you hate on this? The color on this is beautiful. It's like a bluish, purplish, awesome, awesome looking color. I love that. Of course, you have Tamashii Nation Store, Godzilla SH Monsterarts, and Godzilla. Excellent, excellent box. It has the same pattern as on both sides, but and just two pictures of the figure on the front and back. How awesome is that? What a nice box. This is one of the nicer SH Monsterarts boxes I've seen. Very well done there. All right, got this sucker out of the box. And you can see the packaging here is just the same old SH Monsterarts clamshell. You do have a little instructions on the extra set of hands that they give you here. So it does come with one accessory, just an extra set of hands. That's just to show you the packaging. Now let's get them out of the clamshell and get into the review. I just wanted to show you this real quick before I show you the figure. It has like a pattern for Godzilla's scales on the inside of the clamshell, which is kind of interesting and cool. All right, now straight away, I really gotta say, I love this figure, man. I don't give a damn what anybody else has to say about Purple Goji. I'm digging them. From the presentation of the box to the stylized approach of the figure, this looks great. You know, and I watched video after video. Worst SH Monsterarts figure, question mark. Trashing and bashing and just, you know, basically complaining left and right about how this figure's so terrible. It's a money grab, blah, blah, blah. They're calling it a 2019, but it's really a repaint of the 2021. So what? So what if it's a repaint? It's a store exclusive, and it's very, very nice. Matter of fact, who cares if it's a repaint if the paint job is good? And it's quite nice on this. It gives it a really nice look to it. You know, you have the purple on his dorsal plates, which continues all the way down to the tip of the tail. You have that purple hue, which you see on his body, on both legs, and a little bit. Yeah, does it have any on the feet? It goes down the legs and a little bit on his neck. Excellent, man. I love that. It really conveys the look of Godzilla fighting King Ghidorah at night. That's basically, I guess, the look that they're going for from this is what I'm guessing. You know, like, you know, when he comes marching in with the rest of the army and the planes and everything behind him at night to fight King Ghidorah. I think that's the look that they were going for with this, and I like it. You know what I mean? I like when they try a different stylized approach sometimes. And this is a store exclusive, so that's when you do that. You know what I mean? That's when you try a different look. And I think this is beautiful. It's a looker. It looks really nice. And you know, the paint, you only see at certain angles and in certain lights, and that's dope too. Looking at the face is very well done. The teeth are really, really nice on this figure. They're like a nice bone color, if you could see here, and they're just very well done. And then the tongue is like almost like a purplish color on the tongue. The eyes are very well done here. Look at that. The eyes are perfect on this figure. The teeth are really painted nicely. The tongue being like a purple hue is quite nice. I love it. You see how the paint continues down his leg on both sides? Very, very nice. This thing is gorgeous, man. And we're talking about worst SH Monsterarts figure? Hell no. No way. You know, I've seen SH Monsterarts figures that are way worse than this. You know, this is not even, I wouldn't put this in the worst category at all. It's actually very nice. You know? I don't get it. I don't get the gripes. You know, these companies are within their rights to make as many figures as they want. You know? Don't get the ones you don't want. Don't get the ones you don't like. You know? I like that sometimes that we get several different looks of Godzilla for a specific film. Especially when, you know, if he saw different looks in that film. You know what I mean? Like, it's the company's job to do that. To make as many looks as they had in a film and try to sell it to you. That's what they do, you know? Don't complain about it. You know, just don't purchase the ones you don't want. I think this is fantastic. Look at that deep, like, almost midnight blue, purple tinge to it. That's beautiful, you know? And it's like a dark gray, almost black, the rest of the figure. It just, that blue is such a nice contrast. And it's a nice contrast with the bone color teeth. And I love the, like, almost purple tongue. That goes great with it. The eyes are like, you know, like a blue or almost a teal. The eyes are really very well done here. So I'm pleasantly surprised about that part. Way to go on painting the eyes on this figure. Hell yeah, this is nice, man. Give me a break. You know, like when I'm watching these reviews, you guys are sipping on some haterade, man. You know, I'm watching these reviews and I'm like, wow, this is a nice figure. What the hell are they talking about? You know? But that's okay. Bash it, hate on it, do what you want. You know, you're entitled to that, you know? It's personal preference at the end of the day. Everybody has their own opinion, so you could hate it as much as I love it. But, you know, as I was watching those videos, I just didn't think it was fair because I didn't think I was seeing a bad picture a bad figure in those reviews. So, you know, I wanted to get this sucker and give it basically its only good review that you'll see out there, you know. And, you know, maybe this will lead to somebody else that likes it, purchasing it and giving it another good review. You know, I like it. You know, maybe it's the fact that I could just hop on a train from Brooklyn and head over to the Bandai store, the Tamashii Nation store in Times Square, and enjoy walking in there and purchasing a store exclusive like this. Maybe that adds to it a little bit than you know, people that are in other states. I think they have it in New York and Cali. So, you know, maybe that adds to it a little bit. That I could walk into the store and purchase it for just $75, whereas other people are going to be ordering it online for 90 to 100, 120. I've seen it, you know. So that maybe that's just adding to the bitter feeling of some of the hate that it's gotten, though. But let's put this in a couple different poses for you. All right, so we got some nice posability in the head and neck here. Which, you know, if this figure is basically the 2021 figure, well, it's got a better neck than the 2021. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Which the 2024 had a better functioning neck as well. So maybe it's not. Maybe they improved upon that a little bit. Maybe it's not just a repaint of the 2021, you know? It's hard to tell. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. This is what Godzilla, legendary Godzilla looks like, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know that on my 2021 GVK Godzilla, the neck has like a loose piece. You know what I mean? And it's much tighter here. It looks like a different piece. So, you know, that's one bonus right there. And, you know, the blue paint on this is just hitting, man. It's fantastic. This bluish purple, like midnight blue paint. Look at that. That looks great. And I especially love how it contrasts with his eyes and teeth. It really makes the figure pop and stand out, you know? I love it. I love the box. I love the box. You know, the blue and black theme of this whole entire figure, box and figure. Fantastic, man. You know, I really liked Godzilla King of the Monsters. You know what I mean? I wasn't one of the people who disliked that movie. You know, we got to see a CGI King Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra. How could we really complain about that, you know? And it's, you know, that really, that last fight, that night fight, was one of the best parts of the movie when, you know, Godzilla pulls up on King Ghidorah with all of the military backing him up, you know, and if that's what this figure is meant to represent, then that's a, you know, a nice stylized approach to it. It was an important part of the movie. And it basically does convey how Godzilla looked at night, you know? So it's really, really nice. Let's get him into another pose. Absolutely excellent, man. I love it. What a nice figure. Look at that paint job. So cool, man. Give you a closer look at those dorsal plates, which are just so well done. It's just, I love like the subtle hints of it, where it's just not overdone. It's just enough to enhance the figure and give it that exclusive store look. How could you hate on this guy, man? Look at that, bro. Okay, yeah, all right. You feel like you're getting a bunch of different looks of the same figure, but that's collecting, man. That's what collecting figures is. Companies put out different variations of it, and you collect the ones you want. You know, if you're completist, you get every one, and you put them next to each other, you know? Let me give a shout out to God's Box, too. I love your videos, dude. Shout out to God's Box. You're the only one who made this figure look awesome. Like, your video was the reason, it was the cherry on the top. And what made me go out and purchase this figure. I love your videos, man. You make all the figures look awesome. So, you know, yeah, I recommend that. Go watch that after you watch this. Go watch God's Box unboxing video of the Night Color Edition. You know what I mean? That really sealed the deal for me wanting to go out and get this guy. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Look at that. I love the contrast of the paint on the body and going into the face with the bone color teeth. Very well done teeth. The eyes, the purple tongue. Fantastic, man. Yeah. I would recommend this figure. Screw what anybody has to say. You know, maybe you're like me. Maybe you like a stylized look like this. You could even see the darker almost purple skin color on the sides of his mouth right there. Awesome. That was an awesome choice. You know, that looks nicer than if they would have gone with just regular blood red or pink. The almost like purplish color that they use for the inside of the mouth is a nice choice to go with the midnight blue purple paint job on the figure. Of course, you can get him in a crawling pose, which is nice. That looks sick, man. Yeah, that looks awesome. I have all good feelings about this figure, you know. Very, very cool. I love it, man. Not the first Godzilla that you can obviously get into a crawling position, but I just love that you're able to do that with SH Monsterarts. Looks so dope. Also wanted to give you a shot of this guy with a little less lighting, because it really brings out the paint job when you look at it like that. So this is the night edition. So I'll give it to you with a little less light. Very cool. All right, and here we have it to compare for you. The 2019 Night Color Edition, the 2021 GVK, and the 2024 GXK. Now, you know, say what you want. All of these are different figures. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn what you want to say about like using the same mold or whatever. They're different figures, especially the 2024. I really, really love that. That's a different head sculpt. You know, that's just an altogether different figure. So the people saying, why did we need this, are completely wrong. The Night Color and the 2021 are similar, but yet again, the neck is different. The way the neck functions is a little different. You see there's a much wider gaps in that, whereas these two, the neck functions a lot better. So it's not the same figure. That's a change for the better. You know what I mean? So you can't sit there and tell me these are not different figures. You can't tell me these are the same figures. They're not. Stop it. Stop discouraging people from buying things that they might like. You know what I mean? For BS reasons, just because you want to be a figure snob. You know what I mean? Let people enjoy the ones they like. You know? But anyway, that's just a comparison. All right, so I tell you what, every time I film this thing, I just love what I'm looking at. You know, I love the color scheme on this. It's just beautiful. You know, so anyway, the moral of the story is don't listen to anyone else. You know, if you love it, you love it. And I'll tell you what, you know, a lot of these reviewers, I'm calling them haters and being a little harsh on them, but they do make good points in their videos. Like, I get it that they're trying to, like, kind of warn people, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's just, you know, they're just putting out more of the same. But, you know, that's what they're allowed to do as figure makers. And we can either be completists and buy every figure they put out, or just simply buy the ones that we like. You know? And I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with this figure at all. At all. You know what I'm saying? I actually think it's very nice. You know what I'm saying? Worst SH Monsterarts figure? No chance. No damn chance. You know, like, wow, okay, so it's a different look at Godzilla. Can't you just appreciate the stylized paint job? I don't get it. You know what I mean? Are you guys all expert painters? Everybody's a figure. Some of you guys are. Some of you guys paint figures quite nice, but most people like me, you know, like that ain't going to sit there and paint figures for hours and just doesn't do that, you know? I appreciate the stylized approach to this. I think this is a very, very well done paint job, you know, like especially on the dorsal plates where it just like bleeds right in. That's gorgeous, man. Look at it from here. Look at that. Sweet business, you know? And it's just a nice touch the way they make that midnight blue go down his body and both legs. Yeah. So, yeah, the Tamashii store was pretty cool. They didn't have as big of a Godzilla selection as I thought they would have. They had a few. They were sold out of the 2024s, both Godzilla and Kong. But they had this. They had the 1991, which I'm doing a review on as well. Purchased that there also. And then they had a few Mecha Godzillas. They had a King Ghidorah. They had a Mecha King Ghidorah. But it was a cool experience going to the store and getting this guy. You know, just to see this guy up on the billboard in Times Square, you know, and I'm from New York. It just makes you want to get it, you know. And I'm happy. I'm happy I did. I gotta get one of those glass cases like God's box so I can end the video with me putting this in there and locking the case up like he does. Shout out to God's box, man. Dope videos, bro. Hopefully you're a fan of my videos as well, man. I don't know if you are or not. But if not, subscribe to my channel, God's box. Anyway, yeah. So, I highly recommend this figure. And if you like it, go get you some night colored Goji, baby. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. And if you're in New York or you're close, please visit the Tamashii Nation store. You know, you'll enjoy your time there. And that's about it. I'll be back with the 91 review for you guys shortly. So stay tuned. Peace out.
King of the monsters on the mic, I go ham. Stomping through your city like Godzilla did Japan. I spit flame like I'm fighting Rodan. Stomping through your city like Godzilla did Japan. Burn it all down like while you think of battle plans. Stomping through your city like Godzilla did Japan.